Okay, bonjour, welcome to the video. And look, we're in a different place. So today's video, what I'm going to talk to you about is how I spent the money from the online course, because as some of you guys may know, a couple of months ago, I released my first ever perfumery course and it did pretty well, better than I expected. So I'm sure some of you guys are asking, what did I do with all of the money from the sales of the course? And no, I didn't blow it all on a trip to a tropical island on the beach for a couple of months sipping cocktails. What I've done is I've spent it all on a brand new office for the Fragrance Foundry, which is where we are now. So, ta-da, welcome. And yeah, this is the new place. Check it out. So in this video, I'm just going to talk to you about the new place, what happened, and I'm going to show you a few shots of me building furniture and give you a little tour. So if you want to watch that, then keep watching. If you don't, if you want to watch something else, then feel free to click off this video and watch something else. It's alright. Okay, so why did I want to get a new place? So getting a place for the business has actually been a really long-term goal of mine for years and years and years. But up until now, it has not been financially possible because, you know, offices are pretty expensive, it turns out. And also, honestly, the business was just a lot smaller back then. So, you know, I was able to run it all at home. And, you know, why would you spend a lot of money renting out office space when you need the money to actually live off and stuff, right? But now, finally this year, I've actually grown the business to the point where not only do I really need the space because, you know, literally the garage was, you know, there was no room left. I had to kind of tiptoe around things and do kind of dangerous balancing acts and hope to not fall over while carrying like really heavy boxes around, which, you know, luckily didn't end in any disaster, but it could have. But we're finally getting to the point where, you know, not only, you know, first we're getting to the point where we can actually finally afford to have a place, and also we're getting to the point where actually we're starting to need a new place. So luckily those two things have matched up. And for me, you know, this is amazing because it's a dream of mine for a long time. I've always wanted to have my own office. You know, if you gave me a choice to have my own office and my own house, I'd probably pick the office. I mean, unless I was homeless and had nowhere to live, right? But I mean, actually, I wouldn't mind sleeping in the office anyway. So anyway, that aside, I do think that, you know, moving to a place is kind of the right move now. And, you know, there's quite a lot of reasons for it. I mean, one of the reasons is I've been working in the basement for the longest of times. Like, a lot of you guys have been asking me in the comments, like, Sam, you always look so tired. And honestly, I think it's just from the lack of sunlight. I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, having windows, absolutely a big fan of that. It's gonna be really good. But not only that, now I've got like one room where I'm gonna, when the internet's sorted out, I'll tell you about that in a minute, we're gonna be able to print order invoices, have stock shelves, go pack them, everything's gonna be able to be organized, you know, and it should hopefully all work efficiently, you know, rather than me doing each of those things in separate rooms, which is gonna be super, super nice. And just generally being able to, you know, arrange things, organize things, have like good production lines, workflows, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna allow me to be more efficient with things, right? And it also means at some point in the future, you know, if we can ever grow the Fragrance Foundry enough to need to hire someone to help out with things, then now I've actually got a space where we can do that, as well as opposed to kind of inviting someone around to my basement and saying like, hey man, do you wanna pack orders for me for an hour and I'll give you some money, yeah? So yeah, that's that. But not only will it help with, you know, that side of things. I mean, so that's gonna essentially, I'm hoping for you guys to be a double benefit, because firstly, it's gonna give me more time back, hopefully, once it's all sorted out. I mean, it's taking time for now, but hopefully in the future it will, you know, the increased efficiency I'm hoping will give me a bit more time. And that will allow me to firstly continue with other cool projects that I've got going, which hopefully are gonna help some of you guys in the future. But secondly, also get back to content, because, you know, I admit for the last kind of 3 months, I've been pretty bad with the content. So I'm not sure yet if we're going to be focusing on quality or quantity or what, but I'm hoping to make some kind of upgrades to give you guys some cool stuff to watch. Now, what this new space allows me to do is have like a proper perfumery setup and a proper, like, hopefully kind of like a, I'm not going to call it a YouTube studio because it's still going to be a corner of a room, but at least now it's going to be professional, like a proper business, you know, like proper perfumer's workstation, let's say, ish, or as hopefully to some degree. Hopefully we're going to start to upgrade and be like less, hey man, there's some random guy just mixing some stuff together in the bedroom, and now it's going to be actually like a proper perfumery business. You know what I mean? That was always the intention, but I'm just hoping that becomes a little bit more of a reality now, because that was always the goal. So I will show you guys. You'll get a tour at the end of this video. I'm gonna explain to you, the different parts of this room that we're in, this new space. But for now, we're just gonna have a little look at me getting the keys on day one, what the place looked like, and then do a bit of before and after, and see what happened after I built a little bit of furniture inside of it. Right, so it's Monday morning and I've just finished filling the car with the first load of stuff, which is basically just an office chair and a little trestle desk. And I'm just about to go down and collect the keys, so I'm super excited. Alright, so here we are. First time in a place. I just went in, had the landlord hand it over to me. So look, we got a cool little kitchen right here. And then here's the main room. So this is gonna be it, the new home of the Fragrance Foundry. So the reason I picked this place was because look, if you look up there, we've got some lovely little wooden beams. And then out this window, we've even got a little pond as well. So I thought, well, that would be super nice. So look, we've got massive space over here. I'm gonna essentially fill up this, I think, with stock racks. Maybe make some kind of YouTube studio or something in the corner. And then maybe on this side, make a little packing station. So all of the orders can go in like a little pipeline, like boxes, have them packed, then ready to collect for the delivery company. Look at this, incredible. Absolutely love it, look at that, beautiful. Okay then, so here we go. We've got 3 big packs of cardboard boxes just come off of that lorry, and some other stuff from the old place. And then, as well as that, I've started moving some of the stock over as well, so that's all full of boxes. And I've got my little packing table from back home, and a little chair as well that I had. So, we're gonna start off with the little makeshift desk. I've ordered a load more stuff to come, right? So I'm hoping, what I'm thinking is we can maybe have a nice desk in this corner. Desk kind of, firstly for like computer stuff, and then one for the perfumery stuff. And I'm thinking maybe we can make that into like a little YouTube studio corner or something like that. Make it nice. And then hopefully it will help me make some better videos as well. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how it goes. But I did make a little plan, so I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so end of day one, and I've started building an IKEA little cabinet thing over here. So this thing actually took way longer to put together than I thought it was gonna, which is why I haven't finished it yet. I've got 2 of those to put up, and I'm hoping that on these things, they look quite nice, right? So I'm thinking that would be like a nice little thing, can be a backdrop, but it can have all the aroma chemicals and the raw materials and everything, kind of, the bottles neatly displayed or something like that, which will make them really easy to access. So that'd be good. And then, we've otherwise got the boxes organized over here, and it's looking good. And then, a little office over there. Obviously, I'm still doing all this stuff, but I've still got, normal things to do. For example, I've still got orders and, normal emails and everything. So obviously I can't do it all in one day. But I'm loving it. It's so cool. So let's see what happens tomorrow. So back in the old garage. Right, we're making some progress. So we still got a load of stuff in here. I've already taken quite a lot, but we've still got a lot to go. So we're going to keep going with that over the next few days, hopefully. Alright, so we're missing a little chair leg from IKEA. And also the washing up thing. The washing board has got a little crack in it. And also the bin was broken, so I'm now talking to customer support for them. outside the window, and you'll see we have a little family of baby ducks. How lovely is that? Splashing around in the water. Okay, so now we're putting together a display case. If you have a look at that. So this is going to be, if I don't break all of that glass, it's going to be a little cabinet to have all the perfumes in, which is going to be really nice. And then over here, we've just got a sofa coming as well. How cool is that? All right, 5th delivery of the day. We just got a desk, and now the whole room is a complete mess. So better get on with building that cabinet. All right, so I've got the cabinet done over there, and I've created a nice little spot. So what we're hopefully going to do next is unpack this bad boy over here. All right. Okay. There we go. Look at that. It works. It's all right. Not bad sofa. All right, I've just been to the hardware store, as you call it in the US, and I picked up this little mallet, spare screwdriver, and now we're gonna go and get some stuff like toilet roll and kitchen roll, which is always good to have as well. Right, so it's Wednesday morning, 3rd day, and I've just put up the first one of the little racks for storage, which is really nice because it frees up a load of floor space. Got 2 more of those racks to put up, and I think it's going to start looking a lot better in here. All right, time to build the next little IKEA cabinet. Right, so this is actually, by the way, what I'm hoping will be a good corner for filming YouTube videos. So, you know, if you see this as a new background in the videos, everything's gone to plan. If not, then, then I don't know, something happened. Anyway, I told you about the internet, man. That was not, that was the one little hitch we've been having. I mean, it wasn't really a hitch, you got it sorted out. But essentially, right, like when I moved into this place, or the week before I moved in, I asked them about the internet. And, you know, the people who run the place say, oh, well, you know, there's an IT company we use for the internet, so, you know, go talk to them. So I'm like, cool, okay, contact the IT company. And then the man says, okay, I'm going to go around tomorrow and have a look at the setup, you know, that's there, because I guess he wants to check, because they were actually managing IT for the people before, and they, you know, he wanted to go and check, you know, what the equipment, like the routers, the internet stuff, you know, if it's all still going well. And then he got back to me with a quote and said, you know, hey, you know, we can set up all this internet stuff for you. We'll basically charge you this much for a, you know, regular internet plan, BT. You don't know who BT is here in the UK. That's one of the usual, like, biggest internet providers. You know, they just do the internet. And their BT plan's like a little bit of a markup as like a monthly fee. And then on top of that, they have this like massive setup cost, right? And here was the thing, it was like £1,000, £1,000 just to set up the internet, because they claim, hey, we need to get you like a router, a switch, and an access point, which, you know, is some equipment which I don't actually need, basically. And then we need to charge you loads because we need to set it up, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna take all day, so it's gonna be like £300, even though they're just plugging in a couple of things. Okay, fair enough. And then they're like, but we can do it for like a little bit less if we can sell you the used equipment from the previous people. So he goes around and talks to the other guy who's like, you know, just about to leave, and he's like, hey man, can we keep the the previous equipment for the internet, or are you going to take it? And then the guy's like, no, I'm going to take it with me, right? Then I get an email from the previous guy who was here same day, and he says, hey, the IT company have just told me that you don't want to take any of the internet equipment, but I was wondering if you did want it. I'm just about to strip it out, but if you want to leave it in place, then I guess you could buy it off me if you wanted to. And then I got an email from the first people saying, hey, the old guy doesn't want to leave the equipment, so we're going to have to sell you new stuff. So it's, going to cost you £4,000, sorry. Anyway, I'm sitting here thinking, well, okay, that means one of you guys is obviously lying, right? But no way. And then I'm thinking, to be honest, like when I was going to get the internet, originally I just wanted to get a normal internet with BT, like you normally do. Phone on BT, say, hey, can you put in some internet? And there you go. So I did that. Like I thought, what are these people trying to sell me like hundreds to £1,000 worth of this internet equipment? I'm like, this is crazy. This is ridiculous, right? So I ring BT, but then the problem with them is that because this address in the past has only ever been used as a second office for other companies, it's never been properly officially registered as its own place. So they told me, well, yeah, I mean, if your place has got fiber, we can do it, but we can't do it until your address is properly registered, and that can take like 1 to 2 months because you have to go through, the government, and then they have to pass it on to the internet, the service provider, and then only finally then can we actually take your order for some internet. So I'm now thinking that's like, well, look, I've got to either wait like up to 2 months-ish, maybe even longer, to get all this like, this kind of stuff done, like all this stuff registered so I can finally get the internet like a normal person would, or I can pay these people for like this ridiculous service, which I don't want to do. So anyway, I asked the guy from the IT company, hey, can you do like any better? Can you do a smaller package? Because what I kind of realized when I researched this stuff, like the switch and the access point, I realized like, okay, they're actually selling a product for like big businesses who might have like, 8, 16 computers with like 3 different rooms, and they need like Wi-Fi going over different rooms. And I'm thinking, it's just going to be me sitting here. Like a little normal home internet hub is fine. And then I realized, well, that's why they're charging so much, because they're not really, their minimum service level is way above mine. So I asked him, hey, can you do any of a simpler package? And he's like, no, that's basically our cheapest one. So I was like, okay. And I'm like, well, if the other guy agreed to sell me the old equipment, could you do it much cheaper? Can you use that equipment to set up your service as opposed to having to resell it? And he's like, well, the other router's old, so we're still going to have to sell you a new one of those. And we're still going to have to do a setup fee to switch you on and stuff. So I calculated it, and it still would have cost essentially £1,000-ish. Anyway, well, depending on the price the other guy would sell the equipment to me for. So then I go back and talk to the other guy, and he's like, oh man, honestly, I'm going to say like when we moved in, they charged us £1,000 to put the internet, and I'm not going to lie, they charged us all this money for their work, and it only takes them 10 minutes to put it in. I could leave the system for you set up as is. It would all be working straight away, and you know what? I'll do it for you for just half price, just £500 instead of the 4,000. And I go, and then the other guys essentially told me that he's going to charge me £500 to connect it up anyway. So 500 out of 500 is still 1,000. So either way for me, I kind of get the feeling now that the other guy before he didn't know what he was doing. He was like, he just had someone saying, hey man, do you want to buy internet? And he was like, yes, I want internet. How much is it? £1,000. Okay. And then and now he's like trying to recoup some of that money off of me something. But what I don't really like about it, okay, here's the thing is like, when this guy was trying to sell me his equipment, like he firstly lied and pretended that he thought that I didn't want it, which is why he kept it when he knew full well, I'm pretty sure in the first place, that he was just going to try to flog it onto me. He was also really pressuring when he was trying to sell it to me, because he was like, hey man, I've only got until tomorrow night. I have to, get the place decorated by then, so I'm going to have to strip it out. So, if you want it, you're going to have to do it now, and, all this stuff like that. But in the end, I was like, I did the calculations, and it was like, look, if I bought basically either of their two things, and they're just both trying to fleece me for money, it's going to end up costing me like over double for the internet just for the first year. So I thought, this is just ridiculous. Like we're just gonna get the address registered and go with BT and hotspot it on my phone or something like that. Like it's fine. I came up here before I decided on it just to make sure. I came up here, tested my phone, 4G connection, absolutely fine. and because, you know, on giffgaff, which is a phone company in the UK, means if you need a bit more data, you can just change your plan, upgrade for a month, get more data. So absolutely fantastic. I thought, you know what, we'll just do that. So in the end, didn't get fleeced for money on the internet, but it was so annoying having to deal with it, you know? I think, to be honest, the guy from the IT company, he was all right. You know, he was just hoping that I'd buy his thing, but to be fair to him, you know, when I said, you know, I think I might just go with BT, he was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Whereas the other guy was absolute pain in the bum. This guy was just trying to like pressure me into handing him over money. And then, you know, when I finally said, you know, I wasn't interested, he just didn't reply to me in the end. And then on top of all of that, the last guy, as part of his contract, when he left, he was meant to redecorate, and he told me when he was trying to sell me the stuff, man, I'm redecorating. I come here and he's not redecorated one little bit. If you go and look, we're gonna go and have a look at the walls. You know, and to be fair, the place wasn't a dip or anything, but look, we've got little marks like that. We've got, you know, cobwebs up on the ceiling. We've got little cracks in the paint, and don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining because the place is absolutely lovely. You know, this is not like something I'm having problems with. It's just the fact that, you know, the guy is meant to redecorate. You know, that's his thing that he's meant to do. He told me he's doing it, and then, you know, he come here and it's like, nah. And, you know, it's not the fault of the landlords, you know, really. And this guy's just, I won't say it, but, you know what I'm thinking. You know, I don't like the guy. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because, look, at the end of the day, I love the place. It's fantastic. Yeah, so let's go see the rest of the construction, and I'll give you a final tour of the place at the end. Okay, so welcome. We've just got to day 4, and it's the morning. I've just got in. So as you can see, it's not looking too bad already. You know, I've got a nice little desk there I picked up from IKEA for like 25 quid, which is always good. Got a little sofa there. That was like 165. But you know, I think it looks nice, like in the setting, right? And getting everything sorted. So as you can probably now start to see, I've actually got a bit of a plan for, well, I had a plan, I'll show you the plan, but later on today with me. I've got my coffee here in a glass. I haven't got a mug yet, but I'm working on that one. I'll get there soon. But anyway, so what are we going to do today? So, well, if you can see down here, I've got a nice big desk. So this is going to be like my main desk. Hopefully going to build that if I have time. And then we've got a couple more things to build as well. Right, so if you have a look around here, so I've got all my stock on some shelves, which I built yesterday. I've got another one of these racks to build. So this stuff's sitting down here on the floor. You can see that. So, essentially, we've got another storage rack like this I've ordered, and then I've got a really cool special rack for the raw materials. So you'll see that in a couple of minutes. I mean, for me, it's going to be a few hours, but hopefully for you, hopefully sitting comfy at home, you'll see it in a couple of minutes. And then, like I said, down the other end, I've got a desk and another one of those little cabinets. So I'm hoping, if you can see right in the corner, that thing there, what I want to do with that is have like a nice little perfumer's organ or something. So, you know, I'll see how much I can get done today. It's already, what's the time? It's already gone 12 because I've had loads of stuff to sort out this morning. So I've got a few hours. We'll see what we can do, and then yeah, it's looking good. There we go. So that's third rack. Now on to the next one. Anyway, the reason that I got this whole thing was these little boxes which slot in here. So this was like, essentially, right, most racks normally are like these ones, but this is like very special because it's got so many shelves. It's actually quite hard to find a rack like this. But the benefit of these little boxes is these are the perfect size for bottles of raw materials. So that was my plan. Okay, so there we go, that's day 4. So I haven't actually got that much done. To be honest, those things take 2 hours to put up. It doesn't look like it, but there's loads of screws that you actually have to like do into the wood anyway. Doesn't matter, it's all looking good, I think. So we got that, and then earlier on, if you look around here, we had that one and that one as well. So hey, you know, it's not the best. I mean, 3 things done, but you know, I did a lot of other stuff anyway. And I've still got stuff to do later. So let's come back tomorrow and see what else we can do. Beautiful. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. There we go. There we have it. There we go. This desk is really nice actually. And the brown wood matches the brown couch, the brown shelves, the brown beams, which is fantastic. This one doesn't match because I didn't have enough brown one. But then that one was 25 quid, so cool. Okay. Okay, so here we go, end of the first week. As you can see, it doesn't look too bad. So I want to show you a little plan that I drew up about 2 weeks ago or something, before I actually got the place, of what I wanted it to look like. So as you can see, starting on this side, so firstly I thought next to the door in the corner, we would have a little display rack for Zero perfumes when you walk in. I've actually changed that, we'll see where I went in a minute. Then down the side, so this is going to be kind of the packing station. So what I was going to have was cardboard boxes on one end, a packing table, and then kind of a place for all the orders to go. And if you have a look behind me, you can see that that's pretty much what we've got. So then behind that, we've got a sofa and my coffee table. So the idea of that is just for, you know, visitors can have somewhere to sit and, you know, somewhere to chill out and that kind of thing. Then at the back, so there were meant to be some shelves at the back, and these were for like the perfumes organ, all the raw materials, and then kind of the desks. So there'll be the main desk I'll use, you know, for all the computer stuff, and then a perfumery desk as well. And hopefully that'll be a nice little perfumer's corner. And if you have a look there, I'll go and actually take you guys there in a minute. But as you can see, it kind of has gone to plan. And then finally up the other side, it was meant to be all of the stock racking, which again, we've done pretty well. And actually I originally planned to have a little stock island in the middle. So, you know, basically it's put all the bottles and pipettes and things, but as it so stands, we've got enough space on the wall, which is great because it means I've actually got some space in the middle. So why don't I go and show you around? Okay. Right, you're gonna get point of view. Okay, so, right, look where we are. So you were against the wall on the camera there, right? So we've got bathroom and kitchen, which, you know, we can go and have a look at those as well. Why not? So, you know, it's not that interesting. It's just a bathroom, right? Got a little toilet and shower, you know, nice. Hello, there's me. And then we've got a lot of boxes, which is just packaging from furniture and stuff. So, you know, that's going to go. Then through here, we've got kind of the main entrance in the kitchen. Okay. That's a bit tight. Right, so, yeah, here again, my toolbox, not very interesting. And just the kitchen. So, you know, not that interesting, just a little kitchen. Got a few cleaning things and that's about it. Okay, so the main room. Okay, right, so here we have some cardboard boxes. These are for packing orders and things. These 2 samples actually are for someone's order later on that I need to pack. So we've got cardboard boxes for orders. This is some bags, packaging materials in there. We've got the cool machine that you guys may know about from previous video, which is the one where we make this nice bubble material. So I've got a couple of rolls to go on that. Probably put a box down there to capture all of the stuff so it's ready to go. Got the packing table, so that's where I pack all the orders, or will be doing so. I mean, I always use that table. It's just now in a cool location with windows, which is very nice. And then there are a load more boxes because, you know, some orders are quite big and some quite small. So got various packaging materials here, bubble wrap, that kind of stuff. Then we have the sofa. Now I haven't quite decided yet if we're going to have the sofa on that wall, but it's going to be somewhere in this corner. So I've got a coffee table and like an old one from home, so I'm going to bring that and we'll use that as well. And then I guess that other wall's a bit bare for now, but I'm sure we'll do something with it eventually. So then here we've got the little desk area. So yeah, look, if you can see this kind of camera shot that I've got now, this kind of bit was what I was planning on using for doing future videos for you guys. So look, I've put my desk next to a nice little window, and we've got a cool pond out here, which is actually really nice. A little house there for the baby ducks. Anyway, so this is going to be my desk, and this thing can go up and down, which is quite cool as well. You know, just for helping with back pain, that kind of thing. So look, I've got these shelves at the back. Now, I was going to put all the raw materials on these and make a little perfumer's organ. And then this cabinet has got a light on it, which I haven't properly stuck on yet. But essentially, this is going to be the display stand for the perfume. So the idea is if someone's visiting, they can come sit down, have a coffee on the coffee table, and smell the perfumes if they want to. But what I'm thinking of, is this kind of camera shot, something like this. I don't know, we'll have to sort it out exactly, but where I can stand kind of there and talk to you guys, you know, doing normal videos and stuff. And because everything's going to be nicely organized, so I'm thinking maybe I can do videos where I can get raw materials from behind, do stuff on the scale, and, you know, hopefully it will be, you know, a better kind of setup than we had before. I'm hoping it will be good. Right, so that's that. And then we've got a load of stock. So, you know, if you ever need any pipettes, we've got loads of boxes of pipettes here, of course, 500 in there. And we're not running out anytime soon. Same situation for the scales. And then we've just got, you know, a load of other things. So got a load of these nice new scent strips for the Fragrance Foundry, for example. Other little things like perfumery racks. What else have we got that's cool? Oh, scent strip holders. These are Fragrance Foundry ones as well now, which is nice. And we've just got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of bottles. Pretty much. So yeah, if you ever need a pack of bottles, you can get them as a pack, which makes them a lot cheaper, which is nice. And then I've got this cool shelf up here for the raw materials. So I haven't started filling these things up yet. Actually, these are too many boxes currently for the range, but that's good because it allows me to expand the range of raw materials sometime soon. But if you have a look, for example, we've got the old stuff up here as well. So that's just waiting to be packed into someone's order. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. Personally, I love it. Let's have a look. Put you back here. Yeah, so there we go. Welcome to the Fragrance Foundry. Personally, I love it. I think it's absolutely amazing. You know, obviously it's not finished yet. It's gonna take a few weeks, you know, a few months to get it all perfected, but it's roughly there. That's the most important thing, right? You know, the main furniture for now, at least, until I need more stuff, it's all here. And, you know, look at these wooden beams. Fantastic. So, now that we've got a place, give me, as I say, a couple of weeks. I haven't even got internet yet, but, you know, if anyone ever wants to come and visit the Fragrance Foundry, feel free to send me a contact form on the website, and, you know, you're more than welcome to come and have a look. You know, don't just turn up because there's a good chance I won't be here, or maybe be busy or doing something. But if you'd like to come and visit, definitely just send a message, and, you know, hopefully we can come and arrange that sometime. So yeah, looking really cool. I'm really excited about this place, and coolest thing for you guys is it allows me, hopefully, to do more content and stuff, or better content, because now we've got that nice dedicated space in the corner for like perfumery stuff. But even, you know, if any of you are interested in the other stuff, like the business side of things, you know, we've got this space to film in now as well. So yeah, it's looking cool. And I hope you guys are excited about it as I am. Well, you probably aren't, because I'm really excited about it, but I hope you guys think it's cool as well. Anyway, that said, because I've been moving, I've also now just realized that we have, for example, various bits of old stock that, you know, for some reason or another isn't good. For example, I got this perfumery rack here, which has a little chip on it, so I'm not going to sell it. Various things like that. You know, some caps which are a bit funny. So essentially these caps, right, I ordered a load of them, and unfortunately they have a tendency for the middle bit, the polycone liner, to actually separate from the cap, which is quite annoying. So I'm not actually selling these ones at the moment. I've got new ones which don't do that. But all of this kind of, they're still usable. It's a bit of a problem actually, because I don't want to waste all of the plastic by just chucking them away. So what I'm thinking of doing is having some kind of clearance sale where I sell this stuff off really cheap, just to avoid all of it being thrown in the bin. You know, I don't know if people are actually interested or not. I mean, these caps, they work absolutely fine. But as I say, they're annoying because they can get, some of them get stuck in the bottle sometimes, which means, you know, I guess it's like, I'm thinking maybe there's someone out there who wants, who's maybe tight on cash at the moment, and they're happy to live with small inconvenience if they can get their perfumery supplies way cheaper. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I'll put them on. I'll do a clearance sale. Yeah, I'll do a clearance sale probably for when I release this video actually. So, I mean, why not, you know, have a look if there's any kind of, you know, very slightly defective stuff that you want to order on absolutely massive discount. Then feel free to have a browse, and if no one orders it, then I'll just chuck it away. So anyway, I hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you soon with some more videos. And this time, hopefully they'll be from here. So you got that to look forward to. I'll see you next time.